It is February 16th, 2000, a cold gray morning in Manhattan. I'm sitting in a large nondescript office at the head of an old conference table that looks like it came from a government surplus warehouse. Stuck to the breast pocket of my suit jacket is an orange badge that reads, Visitor Pass, District Attorney's Office, County of New York. I'm in the domain of the doyen of American District Attorneys, Robert M. Morgenthau. 3 windows on the far side of the room overlooking the street below are covered by Venetian blinds, despite the fact that the room's overhead lights are dim and half of them are either turned off or burned out. That's from the prologue to H.P. Albarelli Jr.'s book, A Terrible Mistake, The Murder of Frank Olson and the CIA's Secret Cold War Experiments. This is from Trine Day Press. Mr. Albarelli is going to be my guest on Friday on the Stench of Truth radio, Friday 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time on blogtalkradio.com/the Stench of Truth. Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth here on YouTube. I just want to take a moment to thank all of my subscribers for bringing me over 5,000. It's been a long trip, but finally I'm over the 5,000 subscriber mark. I want to thank everybody for sticking with me all this time. I've been doing this for years, and I've been trying to educate people. I've been trying to, illustrate the hidden facts behind what's going on. And I will continue to do this in the future, and I hope that all of you loyal watchers will go along for the ride. I see that President Obama's approval rating has continued to climb ever since the fake raid on the fake Osama Bin Laden and the recovery of the fake intelligence data, which is going to be used to further cramp your civil liberties. And of course, right in line and in tune with all of that, you have certain lawmakers calling for a 6-year extension of the Patriot Act. We also have, largely just talk on the issue of drawing down forces in Afghanistan, which is going to amount to nothing, especially since our eyes are being turned towards Pakistan as more and more talk comes out about the need to focus on Pakistan because of their knowledge of the fake Osama Bin Laden's hiding out in their country for years. It would not surprise me at all if, when the so-called CIA safe house was established in Pakistan to watch the supposed fake Bin Laden compound, that was exactly when the fake Osama Bin Laden started living in the fake Osama Bin Laden compound. So he's probably only been there for, 6 weeks, or maybe since last August, whatever. I'm not sure of the timeline. But certainly not 5 years. And this is all part of a grand strategy. A grand strategy that will eventually draw us into war with Pakistan. If there's anything left of people in this country who give a damn about what this country represents and give a damn whether we end up at war constantly, do you realize that there is an entire generation of people growing up right now who have known nothing but war? And this is going to be the legacy of this country. The 1984 mentality of, we have always been at war with Eurasia. We've always been at war with Afghanistan, Pakistan, name your fucking country. And that is all these people are going to know as they grow up. And you have a president whose approval rating continues to rise as everything in this country continues to tank. And nothing is being done to address any problems here in this country. While the magical sorcery continues with this international charade. And they continue to foist this complete and total farce of Osama Bin Laden on the American people. And everybody continues to lap this up and continue to go on with their lives like it is nothing. And conveniently ignoring everything that is happening right in their own neighborhood. There are so many problems, I can't even list them all. But no one even is looking at them. Yet all these people continue to heap praise upon a president who has done absolutely nothing to address issues in this country. Done nothing. Nothing. Nothing good. Anything he has done has perpetuated the same failed, destructive policies of his predecessor. Enriching banks, enriching corporations, enriching the rich, and everything else has meant more job losses, more unemployment, more destitution for people in this country. The housing market is preparing for another crash as it continues to dip. While Wall Street banks continue to rake in huge amounts of money. We're looming on a debt crisis, which I'm sure will be played to the maximum as a political ploy by both sides of the wholly owned corporate subsidiary parties. And who do we have running for president in 2012? The same gaggle of completely useless idiots. There will be no choice, as all of the candidates will be selected. And now as the campaign season starts to heat up, the president's approval rating climbs. So it looks like we might have 4 more years of Obama and his utter and complete failure. More wars and more destruction and the complete and total dismantling of this country. And people continue to be fooled by the mind games and the mind tricks and the mind control and the magic that is the complete illusion of Osama Bin Laden's supposed death. And all of the attendant sorcery surrounding it. It doesn't amaze me anymore. It used to astonish me at the complete and utter stupidity of the average American. It used to, but it doesn't anymore. I've become so used to the complete and utter vacuity of the mind of the average American, who is completely complacent to the total stabbing in the back of them and everything that this country has ever represented when it was at one point in time, I don't know when, but I'm sure it was at one point in time, representative of the greatest and best in this world, to a sham and a shell of its former self. And the people are oblivious to it. Because there is no clamor, there is no anti-war, there is no focus on corporate abuse, there is no focus on Wall Street raping of America, there is no focus on dismantling the Defense Department, taking it down to some level of reasonableness. from the level it is now, which is spending more than like the top other 10 countries in the world. While your jobs are shipped overseas wholesale by continued passage of more free trade agreements. And the only opposition you ever hear is the free traders and the Austrian school people who want to take you on the completely disastrous other side of the equation without any focus on what has made this country great. It doesn't astonish me anymore. While I'm going to continue to try to expose the truth here and try to educate people, to try to make them see what is plainly right before their eyes, because we are living in the day when they put out right in front of you the most ridiculous stories that you've ever heard in your life, and people just believe them because the government says so. They have reached the point where they need not support anything that they shovel in front of your fucking face. They just say whatever they want to say. Tomorrow they'll announce that a clown has been launched to Mars. And people will be cheering. They'll just believe it. No proof, nothing to back it up. They'll believe it because their government told them so. That's a travesty. It's a travesty that this country has come to the point that it has. It's a travesty that these people just go blithely about their lives, believing out and out blatant lies from a president who has lied about everything that he has supposedly stood for before he ran for office. He has completely turned about face on every single issue that he ran on, and his approval ratings rise based on a total lie, a completely fabricated total lie that is foisted on the American people, and people just believe it. Hopefully by next week his approval rating will be up to 80% or 90 or 100. It doesn't astonish me anymore. It really doesn't. Thank you. Good day.